It's like, dude, I'm going to lose in my district by doing it. Join the club, brother.
Yeah, you tweeted something I thought was fascinating. I think we have that here. This is last year you wrote about Donald Trump. They did not run that part of the convention, which is, it's kind of crazy for some channel that says it's fair and balanced.
It is like the last vestige of nonpartisanship that we have to hold in this country, and we have to hold it in a very kind of religious way almost. People that gave everything.
What do you get when you cross a former president with a Twitter account? A grumpy Trumpy having a digital meltdown. Kinzinger and Kimmel are here to translate Trump's tweets into normal people speak. But don't worry, it's not all kafef and hamburgers. We've got some serious political commentary tucked in between the laughs. It's like hiding veggies in a kid's meal, nutritious and delicious. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Well, folks, it looks like our favorite former president is at it again. Trump's been tweeting up a storm, and this time, it's not just a light drizzle. We're talking full-on hurricane-level tweeting. His thumbs must be getting quite the workout. But here's the kicker. Trump's tweetometer has gone so off the charts that even his loyal followers are starting to scratch their heads. It's like watching a toddler who's had one too many juice boxes. You know it's not going to end well, but you just can't look away. Now, you might be wondering, what's got Trump's Twitter fingers in such a tizzy this time? Well, it's not the usual suspects like fake news or crooked Hillary. No, our grumpy Trumpy has decided to take on a new enemy, stairs. That's right, folks. Apparently those treacherous steps are now part of the deep state. Maybe that explains his struggle with ramps. I guess gravity is just another liberal conspiracy. But wait, there's more. Trump's tweet count has officially surpassed his golf score. Now that's what I call dedication. Or maybe it's just a desperate cry for attention. Either way, it's giving his critics plenty of material to work with. Speaking of critics, Representative Adam Kinzinger has some thoughts on Trump's Twitter tirade, and boy, did he not hold back.
First started saying, hey, the guy Donald Trump should not be leading our country or our party. Were you surprised that at the vitriol that was directed at you? Are there other Republicans who are not speaking out who feel this way?
Oh, there's so many of them.
They did not run that part of the convention, which is, it's kind of crazy for some channel that says it's fair and balanced.
Kinzinger, who's become quite the thorn in Trump's side lately, described the situation as a nuclear tweet storm. I don't know about you, but I'd rather face a real storm than be caught in the fallout of Trump's Twitter meltdown. But Kinzinger didn't stop there. Oh no, he went full savage mode. He compared Trump to a toddler throwing a fit. Now, I don't know about you, but I've seen some pretty well-behaved toddlers. Maybe we should be giving those little tykes more credit. Now, here's where it gets really interesting.
What did it smell like specifically?
So if you take like armpits, ketchup, makeup, and a little butt, it's probably like that all mixed up. That to us, it kind of felt harmless, but this is a way to build the campaign coffers. So the news organizations, politicians, and then Donald Trump comes along. And it's like, dude, I'm going to lose in my district by doing it. Join the club, brother.
Yeah, you tweeted something I thought was fascinating. I think we have that here. This is last year you wrote about Donald Trump.
Kinzinger, in a stroke of genius, or maybe just desperation, suggested an alternative hobby for our tweet-happy former president. Are you ready for this? Knitting. That's right, folks. Instead of furiously tapping away at his phone, Kinzinger thinks Trump should pick up some needles and yarn. At least then he'd have something to show for all that hand movement, right? But let's get serious for a moment. Experts are starting to worry that Trump's Twitter addiction might be more than just a bad habit. They're suggesting it could be a sign of some deeper issues. Like an overwhelming need for attention or a desperate attempt to stay relevant. But hey, I'm no psychologist, I'm just a humble commentator watching this train wreck unfold. Move over, folks. Jimmy Kimmel's taking center stage, and he's got a bag full of tricks to make us laugh at the big orange elephant in the room. While Trump's busy turning Twitter into his personal playground, Kimmel's been cooking up a storm in his comedy kitchen. And let me tell you, the menu's looking pretty spicy. So how does Jimmy Boy manage to make fun of a guy who's practically a walking, talking punchline? Well, it turns out Kimmel's got a secret weapon. Props. Yep, you heard that right. He's not just throwing words around, he's bringing visual aids to this comedy party. Picture this, a giant baby bottle labeled Trump Tears and a diaper with the presidential seal. I mean, come on, that's not just funny, that's comedy gold right there. But Kimmel's not just about the laughs. He's like a comedy ninja, sneaking in some serious political commentary between the giggles. It's like he's serving us a delicious comedy sandwich with a side of, hey, maybe we should think about this stuff. And you know what? The audience is eating it up. They're laughing, they're cheering, they're probably crying a little from laughter, of course.
It is like the last vestige of nonpartisanship that we have to hold in this country, and we have to hold it in a very kind of religious way almost. People that gave everything. My party has just gone off the rails, and they no longer defend democracy, and it's like that's what my calling is, to defend that.
I'm genuinely surprised how people close to Trump haven't talked about the odor. It's truly something to behold. Wear a mask if you can.
And when you go after the leader of a cult, it's almost like going after somebody's religion, because this...
Now, you might be thinking, but wait, isn't Trump giving Kimmel all this material on a silver platter? Well, yes and no. Sure, Trump's tweets are like an all-you-can-eat buffet for comedians, but it takes a special kind of talent to turn those digital outbursts into comedy gold, and that's where Kimmel shines. He's not just repeating Trump's words, he's holding up a mirror to them, making us see just how ridiculous they really are. Take, for example, the time Kimmel joked about Trump's phone filing for workers' compensation. I mean, can you imagine? A phone so overworked from tweeting that it needs therapy. That's the kind of joke that makes you laugh and then go, huh, maybe there's something to that. But here's the real kicker. Kimmel's not just entertaining us. He's changing the way we think about politics. He's taking these big, scary issues and making them, well, not so scary. He's showing us that it's okay to laugh at the absurdity of it all. And in doing so, he's giving us a new way to engage with the political circus. It's like Kimmel's running a masterclass in political satire. He's showing us how to take something serious, flip it on its head, and make it both funny and thought-provoking. And let's be honest, in these crazy times, we could all use a good laugh and a bit of perspective. Who knew that the best way to take down a political big shot would be with a good laugh and a witty tweet? Turns out satire's been a secret weapon in politics for ages. Just look at how Jon Stewart's The Daily Show used to make folks sit up and pay attention to what was going down in Washington. It's like political kryptonite, but funnier. And get this, all those giggles might actually be doing some good. Apparently, when we're busy chuckling at political jokes, we're also getting our brains in gear to think more critically about the big issues. It's like sneaking vegetables into a kid's meal. They're learning something without even realizing it. So while Trump's busy tweeting up a storm, maybe he should take a page out of comedy's book. After all, in the world of politics, sometimes the best defense is a good punchline. And who knows, maybe one day we'll see Grumpy Trumpy trying his hand at stand-up. Now that would be a show worth watching.